Every whitetail hunter knows one of the best times to get on a big mature buck is during that pre-rut period. The bucks are on their feet, checking scrapes, trying to find that first hot doe. We're headed to Kansas this week on Savage Outdoors. I can't wait to get up there and try to get on a monster whitetail. Let's go to Kansas.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. And Field and Stream, where traditions begin.
We are almost there. We are getting close to Kansas City. Got about an hour before we meet up with our guides. It's raining since this afternoon. It's supposed to clear up and be really nice in the morning. Should be a great way to kick this hunt off. Guys say they're seeing some big bucks on the spy point cameras. Can't wait to meet everybody. Check out some of these pictures they've been talking about and get this thing kicked off tomorrow morning. We're almost there. All right, we're here. Got the bus parked. Tony and the guys are over here. We're gonna go meet up with them and they want to take us for a quick ride around the property, show us around. I didn't realize how much history is actually here, and we'll catch up with those guys a little bit on that stuff while we're riding, but this is actually an old ammo manufacturing facility where they made powder for different types of munitions in the military over the years. One of the guys that's gonna be guiding us has been here since the 60s. So he ought to know where the big bucks are. Let's go.
That wind out of the northwest, that's perfect.
Well, looks like we got a plan. There's that one back.
We always have a plan.
Well, it's got to come together, but we got a plan. Those are some good bucks right there.
The propellant powder for the Mighty Mouse missile, Vietnam.
Yeah.
In World War II, they just made all sorts of propellant powders
They
for.
made cannon powder and what they called macaroni powder. You'll still find some of it around these buildings. It's just like rifle powder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So don't smoke?
Yeah, well,
And it'll still burn.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I said. I wasn't joking.
See
I
that
said.
little house over there? That little.
Right?
That's a smokehouse.
Okay.
And they're all over this plant where people had to go from their workstation. They had to go to the smokehouses. They had to go in there, and you got fired immediately on the spot if you were caught with matches on this plant, as you can imagine.
This week we're headed to Kansas, got an archery tag, something I've been wanting to do for a couple years, been a few years since I've hunted in Kansas. We're headed with Tony Adams at Sunflower Munition Plant. This is gonna be a pretty unique hunt. There's a lot of history on this property, and I didn't really realize what had happened here over the last 50, 60 years. This plant produced a lot of munitions for the US military, and the guys that were guiding here, actually some of them had worked at the property for 30, 40 years, so I got filled in on some serious history. Where is this buck, or his sons? Look at the beam length on that. That's just sitting in somebody's office in here that they picked up out here on the place. This is what that's why we're here, because they have got giant bucks. Hopefully tonight we will see one of these. Wow. Well, you know, throughout the year, Tony's been sending me trail cam pictures, and they've got tons of great bucks. Once we got there was a couple deer, of course, in all the pictures he sent I liked better than some of the others. And this one buck had my eye, and they told me he had been really regular. We've decided we're gonna try to hunt this deer. There's a couple shooters on this blind, but this one buck, I mean, I really would like to get an opportunity at him. All right, it's game time. We are in the hot seat. It's an afternoon sit. This is where that buck has been coming. He was here last night. The wind was wrong, but he was on the spy point camera. There's actually two shooters. That one is a man. The anticipation is actually killing me. And I know that hunting, sometimes they just don't come, but man, we got a good chance tonight. We're gonna settle in, we're gonna get quiet, we're not talking anymore. We'll see if this buck's gonna show up.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Field & Stream, where traditions begin. Hunter Safety System. Conquest Scents. Thermacell. Fusion Ammunition. Tough, accurate, lethal. Realtree. Nature Blind. Bad Boy Buggies. True Glow. Wacom Broadheads. Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras. Nikon Sport Optics. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Pete Shoe Dryer. And the Pile Driver, any powder, anytime. Pile Driver Feeder by Wild Game Innovation.
Okay, we're settled in. Afternoon hunt, same blind. Hopefully we didn't bother that buck too bad yesterday. We got the right wind, and if it'll just hold, I really think if he comes out, we got a chance to kill this deer. I really do. Today's been a long afternoon just sitting around waiting. I'm like wanting to get out here. We're in the blind. We're getting serious. I got the black fleece on, I got my black hat on. I'm gonna paint my face black. And I never hunt with face paint on or face mask. I can't stand shooting my bow with face mask on, but today I'm going all out. I want no excuses that this buck has a chance to see us or get away. Paint's a little old because I don't use it very much. That don't even sound good. This stuff may never wash off. I've had it for so long. Here we go. Now in a second I'm gonna make Randy paint his face. We're gonna be camoed. Let's kill this deer tonight. There's some turkeys. The first day we got to the property, I put some of my Spy Point cameras out on a couple different blinds. Every time this Big 10 came out, this buck we called Turkey Foot. He had the kickers on the G2, and it looked like a turkey foot the way they came off the tine there. He was always there just before that big buck on the camera. Every time that we checked the cameras, even in the evenings or after dark when that Big 10 would come in, that buck was there just before he did. The buck come out, I thought for sure the Big 10 was there. He should have been there. He just didn't come out. After hunting a couple days for this deer and not seeing him, we didn't know what to do. We went and pulled the cameras. The buck's still there. Every time we had sat there in the afternoon, we had just missed him. He was coming in just after dark. The wind's coming around a little bit better for us. That's been our concern. Maybe the buck just kind of knew we were there. It's changed. We're gonna try it and see if we can kill this Big 10. All right, we're back in the same blind. I'm wearing this chair out this week, but that Big 10 is still here. We pulled my Spy Point camera, and he was here 2 nights ago, 20 minutes after we left. And last night he was here 4 different times. He's moving a lot at night, obviously, but he's here. And in the weeks up to us coming here, They were seeing him here all the time at around 6:30. And I'm just thinking, if we play the odds out, he's going to show up. We're doing everything we can. Hopefully this wind will cooperate and not blow down there where he's coming from. We're here. We'll see what happens. It's really early. It's only 5:15. We've already got a doe out here. Here comes a deer. It's that kicker buck, the same buck we saw yesterday. That small 8's right behind him. She's 19 yards. They're coming right up here. One thing's for sure, these deer definitely know where that roasted corn freeze is at. Big buck, big buck, big buck. Coming right in front of the same spot. Big buck. Here we go. He's walking off. He's following the doe. I think we might have got him. That's the buck we've been waiting on right there. We finally got a shot. 5.5 days of sitting here trying to get a crack at that deer. We saw him a couple days ago. It hit him a little bit high, but I still think we got him. Whew, yeah. Oh my gosh, good job, buddy. Man, they've got some big bucks here, and that is a big, 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 big buck. Monster buck. All right. We're just gonna slip out of here. He ran straight across the field, went in by that red tree over there. We watched that shot, and it looks like I may hit him a little high, but it's hard to tell. We're just gonna walk out of here, give him some time. We're gonna come back later. That's a big buck. All right, we shot him right over here, so we got the whole crew here. Start from the shot. I know right where he went in the woods, but we're just gonna start right here where I shot him and see if we can bloodshot him across there. And hopefully we're gonna get this buck pretty quick. He was walking right over here, guys. Somewhere right in this ballpark. He was left of those. Not off the hill yet. Let's just get out of here.
Well, we just got done looking for the deer. It's supper time. We need something quick and simple, so we still have to take showers and everything else. Throw the stuff in the can cooker, set it, forget it, and come back and eat. That's all you have to do.
Well, the next 2 days, we looked as hard as you could look for this deer. Randy, myself, all the guides, Brownie, Tony, everybody, they brought a whole crew out looking for this deer. We just couldn't find him. That first 100 yards, blood was good. I thought for sure we were going to find this buck. He was hit a little bit high. I mean, when you watch the footage and you look exactly where you want to hit, you know, you kind of just put a mark where you want to hit the deer. He's quartering away just a little bit, and the arrow goes right there. But the deer dropped a good 6-7 inches, and it hit him high, kind of right there in no man's land. I still thought we were going to get the top of the lungs, but you know, we just don't know what happened. The deer ran off, looked like he was hit hard. We just couldn't find him. It kind of made me sick thinking that we might have lost this deer and the deer probably died. It's a great buck, and I hate to see it happen that way. 2 weeks later, I get a phone call, and the guys from Double Lung Outdoors, they killed this buck on film. They actually rattled him up. I couldn't believe it. You know, it was kind of a, you know, I was a little bit upset. It's like, gosh, I wish I'd have got that buck when I saw a picture of him. But at the same time, he didn't go to waste. He didn't die. It shows you how tough whitetails can be. This buck made it, and he came into rattling horns, so he was probably doing just fine. And, you know, congratulations to the guys at Double Lung Outdoors. And, you know, we were able to meet up with these guys in South Texas. They showed us the footage. It was awesome. And they're gracious enough to share it with us. So special thanks to the guys at Double Lung Outdoors. Let's watch how the story ends with the Big Ten.
To see this stuff, because I was really sick. I thought we lost this deer, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did. I mean, this is going to be pretty cool. Hit play, man. I want to see it.
Yeah, let's go. You go ahead and just hit it. I got him a little high, but no ground shrinkage. I mean, look at the body on him. And I mean, not a bit. Not a bit. It's a good deer, good buck. Good deer. I'm excited. We're here in DeSoto, Kansas with Hunt Sunflower. And I want to thank Tony, John, Dick, and Craig here at Hunt Sunflower. They got a heck of a place.
Man, that's awesome. I'm glad that's how it turned out.
I'm telling you, I'm excited as well.
Well, that ends the story of the Big Ten in Kansas. I'm glad it ended the way it did. The buck made it. He didn't go to waste. We didn't lose him. And congratulations to the guys at Double Lung Outdoors. Thank you so much for sharing the footage and sharing your story of your Big Ten, because I keep calling him my 10 and he's not. They got him, you know, and it's just a great buck. Good story. The landowner had a ton of history with him. We had a week of history with him, and then finally got our chance. And then 2 weeks later, get that magic phone call. I couldn't believe they killed him. Beautiful buck, monster 10-point. The guys at Sunflower, give them a call if you want a great hunt in Kansas. They've got some great bow hunting, and they've got some great gun hunting. I'm gonna be back for sure. That property is loaded with big bucks. Thanks for watching Savage Outdoors. We'll see you next week.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. Nikon Sport Optics. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Hunter Safety System. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Otis Technologies. Fusion Ammunition, tough, accurate, lethal. Pete Shoe Dryer. Bad Boy Buggies. Nature Blind. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Can Cooker. Spy Point, the world's best and most innovative trail and action cameras. Thermacell. Revolutionary Thunder Series turkey calls, only from Flextone, The Caldwell Deadshot Tree Pod. True bench rest accuracy from the stand. Campbell Cameras. Order your camera today and start enjoying the sport of filming hunts. Crossbreed holsters. Carry concealed. Carry comfortably. Carry the Cross.
Hunting's good for us.